Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most relatable turning red moments.
Forget that, I need lunch. I'm starting to black out!
For this list, we'll be looking at the moments, themes, and references that made audiences feel seen in this 2022 Pixar classic. Which turning red moment resonated with you the most? Share it with us in the comments. Number 10. Priya's a vampire fan.
Besties, assemble! Hurry up! Hey! Priya!
Yo. If you grew up in the 2000s, you probably went through a vampire phase at some point too.
I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud.
While May introduces her friends to the audience, Priya's seen reading a book called Nightfall. The cover looks strikingly similar to posters from the Twilight Saga. It's such a small Easter egg, but one that speaks volumes to the Twihards out there. Images of moody, sparkly vampires come flooding back, as do our memories of that time in our lives. Whether you've moved on from your vampire-loving days or they're still your guilty pleasure, this nod's totally relatable.
Literally goosebumps. What do you think Jessie smells like? Milk chocolate and wet rocks. So manly.
Now we just need to know if Priya's team vampire or werewolf.
Are you a werewolf?
No! What?
He's a red panda!
Sick.
You're so fluffy! You're so fluffy!
Number 9. Getting embarrassed by your parents.
I should report you to the police. How old are you? 30?
I'm 17.
See? This is what happens when you don't wear sunblock and do drugs all day. She's just a sweet, innocent child. How dare you take advantage of her?
Parents, eh? Gotta love 'em, but they sure know how to pick their timing sometimes.
Who's that lady hiding behind the tree? And then I look, and it's my mom wearing a pair of sunglasses.
This is probably why most of us felt secondhand embarrassment when May's mom shows up at her school waving around personal hygiene products. If your family ever announced your period to your entire class, then we're truly sorry.
Please, no! Tell him it's me! Tell him it's Mommy! Tell him you forgot your pants!
To make matters worse, Ming causes a scene on several occasions when she shows up outside the school to keep a watchful eye on May.
Sometimes she's just so...
Wacko?
Ma'am, please! I'm sorry, Mrs. Lee, but I see.
This certainly isn't helpful for someone trying to keep their emotions at bay, and we can't say we don't know the feeling, even if that exact situation hasn't happened to us. Number 8. Teenage crushes.
Now take a break and help me appreciate some boys.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Whoa, looking good.
Nice cast!
Are you a triangle? 'Cause you were cute!
If you've ever been a teenage girl, or you're currently one, you'll understand just how intense those first crushes can get.
My mom cuts his hair at the salon, and I felt it.
It's very soft.
Whoa, can I have some?
Yeah, Abby, hook a sister up.
And as far as Mays go, yep, we've all been there. The wild imagination, the doodle-filled notebook, and the confusion that comes with raging hormones.
End of story.
Plenty of viewers recalled their own similar experiences from the sketches, to the fear of being caught, to how their parents actually reacted. In fact, it's so recognizable that we got the sweats just watching this scene. The hashtag #@13 even started trending in rebuttal to those who called the movie unrelatable. If you thought this was unrealistic, you've probably never been a teenage girl.
It's happening, Robert Jr. You're finally gonna meet your daddy!
And your hot uncles!
It's true!
Number 7. The 90s and 2000s throwbacks. While the film's message is universal, there are plenty of references that will fill 90s and early 2000s kids with plenty of nostalgia.
I wear what I want, say what I want, and I will not hesitate to do a spontaneous cartwheel if I feel so moved. Crap!
Kids today likely won't understand the joys and frustrations of caring for a Tamagotchi, the thrill of owning a flip phone, or the adrenaline of secretly passing notes in class. What about the trend of covering your belongings with endless stickers, listening to the latest CDs, and, of course, boy band mania?
We are 4 townies. Remember? Ride or die!
We also love that the kids jam out to Destiny's Child's Bootylicious at Tyler's party, without forgetting, of course, the most defining track of any early 2000s party, the Cha-Cha Slide.
All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left.
Where
Take it
is
back
she?
now, y'all. One hop
Who's
this
up for some
time.
boggle?
Number 6. Notebook Doodles.
Okay, his shoulders are kind of nice, I guess. His eyes are fine.
Without social media, YouTube videos, and other online pastimes, kids used to actually pick up a pencil or pen and draw on paper. Doodles ranged from hearts and funky-looking S's, yes, those, to full-on drawings of your latest crushes and obsessions. Even if you weren't artistically inclined, you probably sat next to someone whose notebook was filled with anime-style sketches.
We liked anime. The fandoms are what got me really into anime. I was drawing fan art passionately. I had a secret sketchbook.
They were all the rage back then, even though they weren't necessarily considered cool. But that encapsulates May's personality perfectly, and undoubtedly made other millennials feel seen too.
There was like this fan art contest that I entered where it's like, draw Draco's children. Okay, maybe we can look at another sketchbook.
Fan fiction and other similar creative expressions were a great way to let your imagination take flight, but hopefully you were better at hiding yours from your parents.
Don't look at the notebook. Don't look at the notebook. Don't. No! Is this your homework?
Number 5. Female friendships. Turning Red does a wonderful job of celebrating genuine female friendships. The creators wanted to portray a more realistic bond that dispels the myth that teenage girl groups are always filled with drama. Sure, all friendships go through highs and lows, but they're still integral to our formative years.
Thanks, guys. You're the best.
Aw, we love you, May.
You're our girl.
Yeah, no matter what. Panda or no panda.
May and her friends remind us of what we were like at that age and help us recall some of our fondest memories. Just goofing off and being our weird selves with our besties. It was refreshing to see a film focus on friendship over romance.
You the bomb.
We all the bomb!
Play the bomb.
Boy down, here we go!
After all, crushes come and go, but these are the relationships that last.
For town forever.
For town forever. For town
For town
forever.
forever.
Number 4. Cultural representation.
May we continue to serve and honor you and this community. Always.
Much like another early 2020s Disney animation, Turning Red shows the importance of representation on our screens. Since it's based on creator Domishi's actual experiences as a Chinese kid growing up in Canada, it's hardly surprising that it resonates with so many.
When we got to like building the set of the temple and dressing it, it was really cool like seeing those details that we saw at the temples kind of pop up in the background.
It showed the cultural struggle that many children of immigrants will understand.
I do make my own moves, it's just that some of my moves are also hers.
Even so, May's clearly proud of her Chinese heritage. The film was also praised for its authentic and respectful depictions of Chinese culture, including their home's aesthetic and the importance of food in traditions and culture. Domishi may have drawn from her own life, but her stories are shared by many. Number 3. Awkward adolescence. Despite being something that approximately half the world's population experiences at some point, periods remain a taboo subject.
Is it a fever? A stomachache? Chills? Constipation? Wait, is it that? Did the red peony bloom?
No! Maybe?
Even if we put the red peony to one side for the moment, the awkwardness of adolescence is pretty much universal. Still, some thought this content was too mature for Pixar audiences and were left feeling pretty uncomfortable.
But I'll be fine.
Well, here's your lunch. I packed extra snacks. And herbal tea for cramps. It helps relax your...
I got it! Thank you, bye!
Well, we hate to break it to them, but this is what being a teenager is. And at some point, kids are gonna find that out.
I mean, it'll go away. Eventually. Maybe.
We applaud Turning Red for taking a difficult time in many young people's lives and normalizing it, so that when the time comes, they don't feel ashamed, anxious, or afraid.
It's bodily, it's emotional, it's all about, can I embrace this? Can I grow into it? Can I still love who I am, knowing that I've become someone that I'm not used to?
Number 2, intergenerational relationships.
We would spend like a ton of time just together on the bus talking. It was good at first, but you know, like everybody, like you grow up and you change and you want to have your own friends and your own life.
As we mentioned earlier, Turning Red was inspired by creator Domishi's life, including her relationship with her mom. Like May, Domi was, quote, mom's good little daughter. And then, boom, magical puberty hit. We all know what it's like to butt heads with our parents over generational differences, such as taste in fashion or music.
There's no way she could keep her panda in. And $200? For what? Who do they think they are? Celine Dion? Unbelievable. I saw that look. Where did she get that from? Treating her own mother like that.
Me? It's your mother.
I'm not here.
Interestingly, the film also gives insight into Ming's relationship with her mother, and the battle between being your own person and still vying for your parents' approval.
I'm just so sick of being perfect. I'm never gonna be good enough for her. Or anyone.
It also recognized the need to address the highly nuanced issue of generational trauma, which it did in a delicate and healing manner. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Embrace your cringe.
People have all kinds of sides to them, May. And some sides are messy. The point isn't to push the bad stuff away, it's to make room for it. Live with it.
Yes, May and her friends do plenty of things that might be considered cringeworthy, but if we're being completely honest with ourselves, we did them too.
Ready to change the world?
So ready. I was born to do this.
Let's burn this place to the ground!
So if you find yourself recoiling while watching the film, chances are it's probably because you recognize yourself in these characters. But hey, being a teenage weirdo is just a rite of passage.
I accept and embrace all labels. Oops!
Hey! Oh, you're dead!
If anything, Turning Red teaches us to embrace even the most embarrassing parts of our lives and personalities. Take the guilty out of guilty pleasure, let your freak flag fly high, and just enjoy being young and having fun. We couldn't have said it better, May.
We've all got an inner beast. We've all got a messy, loud, weird part of ourselves hidden away. And a lot of us never let it out. But I did.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.